Back everybody to another episode on the channel. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to store your soft plastics. Now, I've had a lot of experience with storing soft plastics and tried a lot of different things, and I'm going to narrow it down for you guys so that you guys can make a quick, easy decision on what the best way is. And I basically came down to a few different ways that I used to do them, and I'll even tell you like some of the ways that I didn't like and the reasons behind that, just so you have an idea. Maybe one of those ways will work for you, but they didn't work for me. But pretty much I have, in my opinion, the best way to store your soft plastics. Before we jump into today's episode, guys, if you like this type of content, you love this type of stuff, we do it all here on the channel. Tips, tricks, all sorts of different stuff. So if you guys like that kind of, this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification so you never miss when we upload a new video. Also, today's video is sponsored by Super K Jigs. If you guys have never heard of Super K Jigs, longtime supporters of the channel, guys, love Super K Jigs. Super K Jigs, guys, all these jigs are hand-tied jigs. They're hand-tied. They're so much better than the rubber bands. So if you guys have never tried a hand-tied jig, Super K is what you're gonna want to do. They do spinner baits, terminal tackle, all sorts of jigs, flipping jigs, swim jigs, any jig you can imagine. And if there's a custom color that you see on there, or you want a custom color, maybe it's not on the Super K's website, you can message Super K and they will hand custom make that pattern for you guys. So if you never tried Super K and you want to, I'll link Super K down below in the description. Also, if you use the code WW20, you will save 20% off of your order with Super K. So I'd highly recommend it if you guys would check them out. Storing soft plastics, there's quite a few different ways that you can do it. Now, I pretty much narrowed it down to the two best ways, but first off, we're going to talk about a way that you can do it, that I've done it. And that is going to be with a tray. So this is just a crankbait tray. This is not an actual soft plastic one because I don't store them that way anymore. But when I first started storing soft plastics, that's how I did it. I used a tray, and then I would take all my soft plastics out of the package and I'd put them in there and in the tray. And the problem with that is that it takes up a lot of space. Because if you're gonna do all worms in this one, then you'd need an all craws one. It takes up a ton of space. And another thing, I don't really like to take the soft plastics out of the bag that they come in because I feel like that keeps them fresher and you don't lose that scent that comes with them. Also, if you put them in the tray, a lot of times if it's super hot out, it'll actually melt the plastic within the tray. And it's really just not the best way. It takes up a lot of space in your boat or in your bag, your tackle bag, and it's just, I don't know, it's really not the best way. Now, let's get into some ways that actually work really well. But when I had my boat, my favorite way to store soft plastics was in one of these shoebox containers right here. So shoebox containers are cheap. You can buy these at Walmart for like $1.60 something is what I bought them for, and they come with latches on them. You can unlatch them, pull the lid off. Now I have it labeled craws, so every single one in here is craw. So you guys can see I could fit a lot, and if you squish this down, I have plenty more room to fit more in there. So it's actually a really good way to store soft plastics. I love that it comes with a latchable lid and it keeps the water out. But if you have like a boat, this is a great way to do it. Or if you're just trying to store maybe the bulk of your soft plastics at home, like in your garage or wherever, this is a great way to do it. You could even buy these containers in bigger sizes. If you're trying to keep the bulk of your soft plastics just kind of organized, you could buy bigger ones of these. But this is one of the best ways that I loved it. When I had my boat, this is my favorite way. Like, these things keep the water out. They're really nice. They're durable. The latchable lid is really nice. You can fit, they're perfect size. Like, as you guys can see, they're absolutely perfect size for fitting your plastics. Like, they fit perfectly in there. Like, you don't have to squish them. None of that. You're not gonna worry about bending them, bending your plastics or anything like that. They fit really, really well. So this technique is absolutely one of my favorites, especially if with the boat or if you're trying to store like the bulk of your plastic somewhere. Now, one of my basically the other favorite way to store soft plastics, and this one has really grown on me, is these bags. So these are Monster Bass bags. So if you guys, Monster Bass is a fishing subscription company, and every single month their their lures. So if you were to subscribe to Monster Bass, they would all their lures and stuff come in, here's one of them. All their lures that they send you for the month come in this bag, and it's a reusable bag. My favorite way to use these bags, guys, is soft plastics. You can label them right there. It says contents. I have Senko and big worms in this one. So that's just, I have, not all of them, but some of them in here. And you could pile that thing up like, let's see, this one right here. As you guys can see, this one's packed full more with different plastics and stuff. But this is my other favorite way to store soft plastics. This is actually probably, I would say, the most versatile and best way. Now, a lot of times, like if I'm fishing from the shore or I'm going with a buddy fishing, I will grab one of these bags, empty it out, and then I will go over into my boat, or I'll go over in my garage and I'll grab out my craws, I'll grab out my worms, and then I'll just grab one of these bags and make a little day bag. So if I know for the most part what plastics I want to use for the day, or the plastics that I feel like are going to be most effective, I'll grab one of these bags and I'll come over to my shoebox containers and I'll just put together a day bag. So I'll grab out some craws, I'll grab out some paddle tails, I'll grab out some worms, and I'll just throw together a day bag. I also started using these in my boat for different plastics, so I just wanted to see how many bags I could fit, and it was absolutely ridiculous. I could fit a ton of like soft plastics within the bag, and then I love that these zip up, they're sealed, you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna get water in these, and they fit really well. But like I said, and these fit really, really good in your tackle bag. So I use a backpack for like when I'm going bank fishing or I'm hopping in with a buddy. I throw all my tackle into a backpack, and you could fit a ridiculous amount of soft plastics in these bags and then throw them in your backpack. So they're really, really nice. Honestly, this is the best way to do it. These combos right here, I think these are great for storing in your garage or in your boat, but these are great for storing in your boat as well. Like I said, I threw all my Senkos and big worms in bags like these to keep in the boat because they're just a little more convenient. And these are my best one. This right here is hands down my favorite if you're bank angling and stuff, because they're so durable and they're just versatile. They fit in your backpack and things like that. So I would say honestly, these are basically my top. I think, in my opinion, these are the best ways that you can store soft plastics. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I just wanted to do a faster episode on like what's the most efficient. Like honestly, for efficiency and effectiveness, I think these two methods are basically your best way of storing soft plastics. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, remember to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments below, and we'll see you guys on the next one.